In the run-up to International Women's Day, we gathered 11 of our employees and asked them about women in leadership roles, gender bias, and empowering workplace conditions. These were their responses.
Women have struggled in many ways of life to get to the stage where they are seen as equal.
There are so many biases that people grow up with, which are just natural because of the society that we've been brought up in.
Women don't have to be career women or mothers, they can be both, and it's really important that we allow women to be able to do that.
I think International Women's Day is a great time to look at what's there left to do on this journey and to really make plans of how we can affect that in the time to come.
It's an opportunity to amplify the voices of women.
Women go through things physically, mentally, spiritually that men will never understand. So I think to celebrate International Women's Day, the successes professionally and personally is really, really important.
It really upsets me to think that somebody might make a decision on what they want to do in their career right now because of something that might happen in the future, if that's family planning or whatever that could be.
I think there's a lot of issues that we need to address, such as the pay gap, social inequalities in terms of unemployment rates and less economic opportunity.
To be able to get women into leadership positions, you kind of have to go to the root of the problem, which is heavily on bias.
I think education from a very young age in schools about what biases are, because that's not touched upon, in my opinion, at all.
It's also very important to have leaders that listen to women to sort of understand what it is that women need to have in place in order for them to progress.
There's so many women who are more skillful than men, and it's not fair that they are disregarded or at least can start on the same level playing field.
Some of the most amazing people I've ever worked with are women, so it's really important to recognise them, celebrate them and also empower them to keep doing the amazing things that they do.
So I think for me it's all about creating an environment where women can be themselves and feel really comfortable, and an environment where they can thrive. So really thinking about how a woman's needs might be different to a man's, for example. So, women might need more support because we're biologically different to men.
It's important to have women in leadership positions so that women can see that their gender doesn't limit their success, and that they can sort of just achieve anything that they can see above them, rather than it just all being male dominated.
There has to be policies that are implemented. It has to be a goal to have gender diversity. It has to be a workplace in which women actually feel comfortable to progress and don't feel like they have to prove themselves based on their gender, but rather prove themselves based on their abilities, prove themselves based on their intellect.
So I think for me it's about thinking about the benefits and the policies that we have and how we can use them to create a really inclusive environment where you can be a woman, because really that shouldn't hold you back from being able to be successful and sort of climb the ladder in any company.
The fact is that we need women, we need each other.
I'm a big fan in the empowerment of making sure that women don't sacrifice their career basically in the here and now for things that could happen in the future.
Also celebrate all of the amazing women we have in the workplace every day, not just International Women's Day.